Started. My thing tripping. Come on,
Yo, yo.
baby, nigga.
She wants to leave.
Starting live.
Oh.
Does he have
Is it already on, Chris? Are we live? Are we live?
Is we live? He needs water. Is we live? Does he have any
All
water?
the way.
So we live. So while we waiting on Mr. Chris, while we waiting on Mr. Chris, I reckon everybody can intro, but we gonna be on here inviting. What happened? It's live.
White screen light. For real? Normally it's awful.
Oh, that's the camera.
That's the camera. It's right here. You live.
That's the picture camera.
We live. See.
We put it up there the last
Well, he
time.
needs a song. No,
Yeah.
it was playing though, and it was up there too. I went crazy.
Yeah, that was because I know what
That's the camera.
It was the camera.
That's the camera. That's the selfie cam.
I know, but don't do mine. Don't do it like that.
Altitude, I can see it all over it. I see it all over. What's up, Shan? How y'all doing? Hey man, look, we about to go live with this Shade of Truth. Okay, I got people on. We finna go live with this Shade of Truth. So y'all might have to go to the Shade of Truth page so we can talk about some stuff. What we talk about is one of the topics is why have you ever met a woman that had one nipple? Yeah, one nipple. What would you do?
What's up,
If you met a woman with one nipple, what would you do? Go ahead, brother, what would you do?
No, 3.
3 nipples?
And
If she got 3 nipples, she's a creature.
Yeah. It happened
What's up,
last
Facebook?
week on the show.
Yes.
You say what? Somebody had 3 nipples?
Yeah, this is a female I work with. She got 3 nipples.
Shader.
Bruh, like 2 on 1 titty or?
Yeah, like it's like right here and right there.
Oh, we can say titty, right?
That's nasty, boy.
Can we say titty?
No.
You gotta say boob.
No, we can say,
Breast.
You gotta
no,
say
it's a titty. If it's one of them,
boob.
if it's 2, it's a
I
breast.
think breast.
I didn't put an S on it.
Titty sounds way better
Let
than
me
boob.
stop. Let me do that.
Yeah, we're gonna go with breast then.
We gonna
Y'all so funny. Man, when my signal I be messing up over here, man, I'm about to push up. Let me see. Chris done put the demon in here. He ain't never had no problem with the signal. I think it's Jesse. Miss Jesse.
Hey,
It's just my left?
Not,
How old are you, 12?
no, 43.
Hey, Miss Jesse.
Her name is not Jessica, her name is Miss
He
Jean.
got a little dust, little dirt on his chin.
What's that? What's that?
Yes.
Okay. Hey, y'all go to
His lady friend likes it.
get candy.
White,
My
right?
wife, yeah.
Yes.
Y'all go
white.
get candy.
White, yes.
It's Shade of Truth. Welcome to the Shade of Truth.
Yeah, it's straight.
And y'all will see us live. Start the show off. So
His wife is,
you
yes,
know,
praise
we'll be in 10
God,
minutes.
for married men.
For
Brother.
sure, for sure. We out here and we faithful, but this woman
Oh,
right
hallelujah. He said he is
do
faithful.
some jokes, man.
How y'all doing?
Come stand up, jokes.
Solo today?
Yeah, man.
Hey,
Right.
what's up, bro? Solo, huh? How you doing? Good. Hey, yeah.
So please go to our page.
Yeah, but that's all my
Somebody
big
do the best
sister.
secret.
I got you.
There's gonna be
But
nothing
yes,
going
but
on.
tonight.
No. I'm trying to respect the
Yes,
house.
true.
Respect the house.
Huh?
Come on, go to the
Who?
page. Is it live yet?
Would
We
be
got
like
some real bad,
man,
got some real
somebody
bad
gotta see
jokes.
this.
No,
No, they ain't.
Do it, but what
Look
you
older
mean?
than
Some of the
you.
words I say.
That's a frat brother. That's my
Oh,
frat
he
brother.
said, no, not him.
Okay.
He says, hey, God, mom, all the time.
Oh, that's my godson.
That is?
Somebody got to
Yes.
see.
Okay.
Do it, I don't get it.
Yes.
Oh, you know, just point it out. You are live.
Yeah.
Oh, we gonna get started. What's up? Hey, Miss Hardy, how you doing? Hey, Keisha.
Hey, September the 22nd, we're gonna have this R&B thing here at Canvas Studios.
Mitchell Lewis,
September the 22nd. So, make sure y'all come out, check it out.
You're talking September.
Oh, did I say September? I'm
3
tripping, man.
times.
That's my son's birthday, that's why I said that. I'm tripping.
You're crazy, man.
December.
22nd.
Let me
Don't look at
finish
my
it.
shoes.
Oh,
December.
he got the J's.
No.
Oh, J's.
Yeah, James.
Oh, look at his J's, y'all. Look at
No,
his J's.
they say women love clean shoes.
You know why? My son has
That doesn't work anymore.
September 22nd.
That doesn't work.
Hey, I know. Look, and I got 4G. That's bullshit. I'm
Yeah,
gonna call AT&T back. Call in back, man.
Do women
Look at here.
like men?
Hey, but December 22nd, at 8 o'clock
I
here
look
at Candy
I
Studio.
can't talk about what
R&B
anybody else,
flavor.
because if your,
Plus, we'll have a
if
little
your oral
Christmas.
game is not together, you got to keep it
Uh,
My
back.
teeth fucked up. I mean,
I got.
This is a Christian station. Please
Already.
follow the name
Already
of
got
Jesus.
one.
Look,
Where my sweatshirt?
where is the dollar jar?
Already.
Oh, where's my $5 for the advertisement I gave you?
you
one love.
$5?
No, I need a little more money than that so I can pay Kayla for the rest of the ticket for her vision board.
Who's that?
Sister, I've been waiting.
She's a don't you? All
You
right.
No,
You
you
don't
said
mind?
$5.
I don't mind.
You got change for 20? You got to look at that camera right
Say the truth, say the truth, say the truth.
So
we're gonna get started.
this
Please
one
go
of the
right
artists right
now,
here that's
Kayla,
gonna
I
be
hope I'm
performing.
in the
So if y'all want to come out and check out a good
numbers
show,
are
there
going
goes some
down.
good advertising.
What? 10 seats left? I know it should
you
be
said
9,
I'm getting
right?
empty.
Okay.
What's up, Tanya?
Hey, Tanya.
Oh, we live on there too.
I'm
Yeah.
the,
You got me.
I'm the best kept secret. You know, one of them comedians that. Who's that? Hey, do you know who I am? Do you know that I'm one of the hottest comedians in Jacksonville? You know that?
Well, actually, I am, because I do the Acura Influence Ministry.
Do
Actually,
a quick
I
run
am.
right
I just have not
quick.
been discovered yet. That could be your new artist.
Right. So you got a fan base. You got a fan base. I like that fan base.
Yeah.
Google it.
Sister, you want to do something?
Yes, sir. You feel me?
Go ahead, sis.
How many chicken pieces do you have?
I mean,
Oh,
I'm just gonna get mad.
She's like,
don't give it a five. You know
I got 5 pieces. You feel me?
just do some pranks or something.
Oh,
Okay, let me go ahead and think.
Acting like the church. Shit.
I tried to hit the dub. That damn saliva went down my throat and went down the wrong
Please go to the page Shade of Truth, dear friends, let me show you.
Yeah.
Because we should be live. We're already live. You know, we are on the extra CPT ministry. We are not starting on time. And there is no shade. It's all the way true.
She an
I'm
asshole.
laying down like he
That's
crazy.
an asshole.
That's the one I chose to give you.
Yeah, she said she an asshole. That's what she gave.
But Bubba's Masala,
Yes, Miss
the
Walker.
ingredients in here, they
She
rest.
said
They
yeah, we do
chicken
have some
recipe.
good
I
black
can't eat
discussion.
chicken at all.
We be talking about
He
my
is
black
on
people
a
so bad.
It's
diet.
called Let the Stomach Go.
I had a question. I said, why do
Okay, you
I,
lost 5 pounds. So
my
I'm
ass
going
ain't never
to
seen the sun, but it's the
make you a
blackest thing
proud
on my
member of
body.
Operation Slim
Why is
Sex
that?
and Fitness Group.
hey.
Ooh.
Oh, Operation.
Not that, yeah, I got some Operation Slim Sex to boost.
Oh, I don't really know.
Chris!
If I put
No, it's just not physical, going under the knife operation.
oh.
Waving
but
at
the
everybody.
operation of going through the practice of changing your physique.
Yeah, I'm changing.
Yes,
I got
that's
look,
right.
I got baby arms, but I need to get rid of my stomach. Because I'm bad about it right now.
Are those
You got-
man boobs?
Oh, no, I don't have no man boobs.
Oh, okay.
You got baby arms.
No, I have a real chest.
See, that's
Johnny
like a
with his stomach.
36C. What y'all
Yeah,
think,
it's a real
ladies?
chest.
You know, that's like a 36C. You
No, I don't
got
have
support.
no. I got no. That's a real chest.
Oh, okay. I'm just
No,
saying.
I don't need no breasts. If I get a breast,
All right, I'm gonna sign off. So please.
All right. I don't know how the men live with them titties.
So she signed out, so everybody go ahead and
You better try it.
get
That's
over
why I
to
don't broke the
get
show. That's why my mom don't come
back
out
in the
here.
morning.
That's why my mom don't come to my
Type it in.
Don't have me
Type
driving
in
your street.
type in your page.
George Jefferson.
You need peppermint, not those lodges. Ooh, give me one. I'm saying. Thank you so nice. You gonna make it catch a cold with a hose hurt.
Who cut this long?
All right, here we go.
In my body.
Hey, you have in
You know
the
what?
Chris, you got in the water?
You got the range.
Okay, bottle water.
Fingernails. I don't figure out what you
Oh,
want.
no, you know, I scratched my head. and
Oh,
greased
I
it.
ain't know. I'm just
Yeah,
saying,
that's
because you know when
She
you
said my fingernails was dirty.
Your
She
fingers
said my fingernails was dirty. I was scratching my head and it got grease in my hair. I cleaned my damn hands. What the hell you trying to say?
I ain't saying nothing.
You know what?
I'm
I'm
just
gonna
saying
pray.
your nails are hard.
Let's
You
pray.
clean.
1, 2, let's pray together.
Now your spirits might jump on it.
Yeah.
Wait, let me Tony D now.
That's the topic for the people.
Tony said
All
you
right.
would not be hospitable, you don't offer him any water.
Miss Walker want to know what's the topic that we'll be talking about. Go to Miss Walker. What's up, cuz? Miss Walker, go to the site.
Subscribe.
Put up there. You can't.
Bro, you gonna scribe for us a little bit since you right there? I got you. Okay. You can finish eating first, but as we give the topic, just type in there. Either one, fine. Either one.
What's the first time?
Okay, we gonna.
Yeah, I'm coming. Chris, you got fruit and all. You got fruit and everything. You know, yeah, cause I'm gonna die.
Your stomach scratching your bag.
Yeah, y'all go
All
to
right,
the
and make sure
Shade
everyone, make sure you share. We are on the Shade or Truth show page.
It's back
So,
here. And
go to the page. If you have your phones, everyone, we have an audience here. Go to the page and share. Like, go on to the page and share the. Go on to the live basically and share it on your page as well, so that people get that. We usually do it from our candid poetry side, but we're starting to do it from our Shade of Truth show. And most people don't actually know that it's going. So we want to make sure we share that. Share. As many people as possible. Inbox them, DM them, do whatever you got to do to get them there. We need as many people to go to the Shade of Truth. I try to say that on all the posts to go to Shade of Truth, but still people was like, I didn't see it. I didn't see it. They're so used to it being on the Candid Poetry page. So just trying to get them to that right page. And the YouTube as well is live. If you are subscribed to YouTube, make sure you go there, like and subscribe, so we can get the views up on that as well. All right, so we have a show today for you that's just going to be exciting and entertainment as always. We do different things. If I can get my panel to listen to me while they're talking over there.
yes.
What'd you say?
This lawyer.
Say that.
Put papers on all of them over there. I'm gonna put papers on them. I got my paper putting suit on today.
Need some residual.
Be like, I was just in the show. I didn't know I was gonna put on trial. You weren't paying attention to the show?
Where you get them salt from?
That'd be 10 years. 10 years probation.
Yeah, dang.
You like massage?
No.
That massage, y'all.
No.
Gotta have your sock game up.
Yes, sir.
We got some haters in the audience over there.
No, we're gonna make
They
you
know my
better.
socks.
Talking
y'all.
about your socks. All
All right. So we have a special guest today. Let me get my panel to introduce themselves right quick, because I always act like everybody always know the show. But every show we have new people chiming in, and we got to do this. We got to let people know who we are and what we do. All right. So I'll go ahead.
Oh, yes. I am.
Don't take my. Oh, you make me sick.
One down.
Yeah, he said in the pause.
Wait for it.
Yes, Lord. I'm that kid that slid through in the middle of the night when she said she didn't bite.
Come on.
Caught the poetry of the word that last week when the star was born, I was the star. And then I saw the light shine from heaven, and when it came from heaven, it was abundantly beautiful.
Say that.
And spoken word was the word that was spoken, but in the end of the night, they forgot to speak it. See, when the wither works in the womb, and the womb works in the wither, and the sky starts to turn gray, that means the devil has awakened. And I am he that she noticed in the middle of the night walking through the room when the storm said, boom.
I can't.
Understand me. As I say that I am a boy, I'm going to pass it on to Miss Almond Jones. Hey!
I didn't put my mouth on it, so it smelled good.
Since I've already been introduced, what's up, family? It's your grown and sexy boss lady, True Almond Joy.
And it's your boy Tony D, the best kept secret. I'm a comedian, in the light right now, but y'all know it's dark outside.
The light right now.
You feel me? So I'm in the
Right,
light
right now.
so y'all can see me right now. Goddamn.
All right, all right.
Oh, all right, I'm gonna keep it.
All right, and of course, I am your main man, Chris Candy, the host and most, and we're going to do a good job today of telling everyone what we are here to do, which is talk about shade or truth. So we have a lot of different things. First thing we're going to do, we're going to bring our special guest, to the stage. Come on up. You ain't ready yet?
Oh, that's me.
That's Kate.
Come on
I
up.
told you, I gave her a warning and everything. She had like, no, you go right here. Right here.
She look like Tom Lee.
Give her. Yeah, she going over there. I scared you. I gave you a warning and everything. You forgot?
It's okay.
All right. I told her I'm gonna bring up.
I'm not scared.
She used to the mic. I acting like you're not used to the mic. Tell us who you are and what you do.
My name, I don't know where my
You're right.
right here. Okay, I am Oni. I am an artist. I have a lot of different talents going on with jack of many trades. So I'm not just in the category of an artist, but I am a, what would you call it? You call a poet a lyricist? Is that what it is? Okay. If I got the lyrics.
You have the lyrics.
If I haven't, okay, well then I'm a lyricist.
Ooh, claim it.
Put that out.
Claim it. Claim it. How long you been doing what you do?
Name of Jesus.
I started, honestly, breaking out of my shell like last year.
Last year. And you've been doing how many shows? How often do you do what you do?
I was performing at, I started out performing at Bottoms of like every other Sunday or every Sunday. Now I'm just kind of bouncing around trying to find my wave pattern because I'm still getting into the motion of doing everything. So
That's what we find. A lot of artists are trying to figure out what to do in Jacksonville. Me and my man Mike, we always want to put together a platform for people to actually be able to put themselves out there, share their information, and actually do what you do. All right. So what we want you to do is bless us with a poem or spoken word. All right.
am I allowed to read? Do I have to just say it off of the dome?
You can do what you gotta
I can do whatever I want to
do.
do.
Yes.
Okay.
Right at the camera.
Okay.
You gonna stand up.
You want me to say-
Stand and deliver. Stand and deliver. Look right at the camera.
Chocolate. And that's what
Don't
you
look
said.
up there, act like you know.
That's not what you said.
Holiness.
Yeah, right on the camera. There you go. Hey!
Comedian Audrey.
So this right here is called Users and Abusers. Listen, pay attention. As soon as I can pull it up, excuse me, I'm sorry.
What's that? Yeah, go on and say the truth. Yeah.
All right. To my abuser, I love you, even though I am you. Even though deep down inside of me was stolen to make me become you. Words I've heard, no, I don't believe, not anymore at least. I used to, and thank you to all that came after, reminding me that my abuser was the only one that could love me. But I am no longer me, I am him. Trapped in this box of what can and what can't, way too realistic to believe in things that are possible. Thank you to my users for taking pieces of my spirit and leaving me with salt waters that falls down my cheeks like rain when God has to continue to water the earth's growth. Love can't live here anymore, so I am hidden, just so you won't know that this all is really about you, because I am no longer me. Me is being spread around by genitals and mouths. I got that good version.
All right now.
That don't really care to pull me out of the darkness when I would do the same for you. I loved you, but now I am not me. I am my abuser, no longer caring for what love is. It feels like death. Don't bring it back to life. It's time to just let it die, right along with my users and my abusers. Thank you.
Good job. All right, now that was awesome. snapping everything.
So you gonna let love die?
Oh,
Like ice on the water. I mean, water on the ground. Oh my.
Oh, yeah, the water on the ground.
Yeah, that's some pain, man. Hey,
How long ago did you
That
write
was
that
for the
one?
homies.
y'all ladies done been through
How long did it take?
How long ago did you write that?
I wrote that like last month, I think. Like 2 months ago. Yeah, so.
And that's the one you have the video on Facebook.
Yeah, I do.
Kind of going up and then coming up
Yeah,
and show
I
your
do.
face.
Yes, I do.
All right, well, we appreciate you doing your thing. You did a great job. Now join this panel with you.
Oh,
You at the hot seat now.
Sit down.
Oh, lost a drink. Anyway. I was supposed to play it off. I know it's just ice. Anyway, all right, so we're gonna actually just touch base on what, first one is about what Kevin Hart has went through. We kind of touched on this the other day with kind of like, a sensitive subject with Dwight Howard and things like that. But if you don't know, Kevin Hart was supposed to actually host the Oscars. And someone pulled up that he said something about not wanting his kid to be gay if he had a choice. And because he said that, they felt like he was homophobic or something like that. And whoever the committee was, they wanted him to apologize. And he would not apologize because he felt like it was old and he had already apologized one time. So, you know, whether it's sensitive or not, what we want to understand is that, you know, what I wanted to talk about realistically as a parent, you have the right to voice your opinion about what you want your children's preference to be.
Right.
Share the truth.
True.
True.
Freedom of speech.
You know, that's what, as a man, you know, when you having boys, young boys, you know, you want them to carry on the name, and you want them to grow up and to be a man. You know, I understand a lot of times kids get molested and different things of that nature, but you know, he just being real. We comedians, we talk about some of the craziest things on stage, but at the same time, it's like our story. Like we telling stories, you know what I mean? But we being real at the same time. Like I don't want my son to be gay. That's just being real. You know what I mean? And I'm not going to apologize. And that's just being real because God made woman and man. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, you know, I tell people all the time, and people might get mad at me because I be real as all I knows. You know what I mean? Because it's a sickness, believe it or not. No, whether people want to believe it or not, it's a sickness. People be extra freaky. And they want to go to that next level. You see what I'm saying? But I tell people all the time, you got a woman that got a butt. You know what I mean? If you want to do that.
Rabbit hole.
You feel me?
We in the rabbit hole.
You feel me? You ain't got to cross the water.
Right.
You see? You feel me?
Yeah.
Okay. I'm being clean now. I'm being clean. And I'm being honest as all I know.
He struggling.
You know, it's hard, bro. I tell my mama don't come to the show because I got to get back.
I'm so proud of you.
You feel me?
Thank you, baby.
That's just being real, man. And
Yeah, I had to
it's
get one of them.
Yeah, it's crazy because you have this stuff that's going on, and to each his own. You know, a lot of people feel like it's okay. That's on you. That's your thing. You still got to answer to God at the end of the day. People like to try to change the Bible, try to change the way we do things and stuff like that, and put in their own way. But you got to understand, at the end of the day, when you leave this earth, you still got to be answered to one person, regardless of the fact. Whether you like it or not, you cannot. I seen some celebrity, they got their little boys walking around in a dress. That is wrong. That's crazy.
Yeah.
And you can't tell me you normal, and you know what I'm saying, and you letting them walk around in a dress and it's publicized. What I'm saying it right? Publicized. You feel me?
I got you.
See that motherfucker? That's why they got people in the area. The black young. Yeah. You feel me?
Hey, spit it out.
You feel me? So, you know, it just sad that we in a world now where people think that's okay, and they think all of a sudden the gay community, you know what I'm saying, is the big bully now.
It seems like you gotta say, when they say something, oh, it's offensive. But I found out behind the scenes that a lot of the people behind the scenes are that way.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
You see what I'm saying? I found that out dealing with Hollywood. I found that out. I had to see for myself. You know what I mean? So that's when I realized, dang, this is why they letting it be okay. You know what I mean? The voice their opinion, and everybody got that right because this is the United States of America. You can voice your opinion, but I think you're not giving kids an opportunity to grow and to make a decision. You're just sitting there, just dressing them in women clothes.
Painting their nails.
Yeah.
Well, as a parent, getting back to the question, I would say truth in regards to it is my right to be a parent. And I think in my other profession, a lot of people want to be friends. And going further, a lot of people are not sure of themselves. So when you can't stand for something, you will fall for anything. And with that being said, with society imposing upon those people who are in positions of power, who live an alternative lifestyle and trying to validate their lifestyle through the shows that they broadcast on television. Gone are the shows where you have representatives of a man and a woman and children, like The Cosby Show, which Bill Cosby was ostracized and alienated. Regardless of what he did privately, his position and his platform changed households, changed lives, especially in the black community. But now you have the Modern Family. And so as a parent, I chose not to allow my son to watch those shows or shows like that, because that's not what I believe. Because as long as you park your feet under my table, you have to adhere to my rules or you get out. So with that being said, parents have to parent. So often we want to give children choice. Children don't know. Psychologically, they are not equipped to deal with adult issues. And as a parent, if I had a son, which I do, I'm raising him as a son. If he wants to become Maria, he has to become Maria outside of my house.
Right.
Period.
Well, all right.
Well, I mean, they had a lot to say. Okay, so I actually do agree that it is our right as people to be able to choose what we want for our children. Nobody should be able to tell you how to raise your kids, because if that was the case, you would have had them instead of me. But I didn't. So I don't have too much to say about it, because it's kind of like it's a touchy thing, because I have a lot of different friends that live a lot of different lifestyles, and I respect that lifestyle. That's what you want to do, that's okay. I choose not to live by it, but I know a lot of other people that do. So, but I do agree that parents as parents,
Get the jar, get it. Get the jar.
we do have a choice, though. We shouldn't have a choice. It's all right.
Well, let the church say amen. Church, let the church say amen.
Amen.
God is working.
What are you gonna say?
Let the
Forgive
church
him, for he
say
knows not what he
amen.
does.
Look at here.
Don't mind me, y'all.
My children,
Got a lot of shit going too.
brother,
Are you on the singles ministry? Because just in case, position yourself accordingly, because you don't know what lifestyle you live in.
wait a minute, it's that's how he did it. Look, that's how he did my thing.
Shade.
Oh, that was
Ain't no shade.
Hey.
I was playing shade. No sugar.
Shade right there.
That's a whole shade. Ain't shake man can do me, but shake my hand. That's it. But you know what I'm saying? Hey, like I told y'all once before, man. Like I got homosexual friends.
gonna say.
I wasn't
Oh, I thought you said.
I think she was talking about that.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the way I.
Friend,
Cause you know the leg cross thing.
No, that's why I said make sure, because you all like this. See,
Oh,
that's your problem. She said make sure he's
I
on the
don't entertain
single
no.
ministry. Thank you.
Oh,
I got my sister
If,
back
if,
now.
if your heel on your knee straight, but if your knee on your knee, something might be wrong.
I'm just letting you know, he'll slide in your inbox, baby.
Did you do that?
all this shade. All this shade.
Cause she done shaved the hell out of me.
That's right. Mania.
Hey, look.
I feel the same. You calling out all the shade
Hey,
going on
you
here.
hear me?
So let me drive on
But
your
hey, just keep the shade, cause ain't no truth to that. Keep the shade, cause ain't no truth to it.
I like it. I like it. I like it.
But again, like I said, before I was rudely interrupted, thank you. You can catch that, put that in the pocket later. But yeah, man, like you know, my children, man. Hey, you raise them the way you raise it, man. You talk to homosexuals, stuff. You don't want them to grow up to be no homosexuals. But if it happens, it happens. You just love them and accept them. But hell, you know, it was this one thing on Facebook, man. This little dude. I don't know if y'all seen it. The little dude, his mama dressed him up as drag. He was 8 years old. Y'all seen that? Dressed a little boy up as a drag.
Oh, yeah.
And posted it on Facebook, all his pictures of him in drag. Because he was watching, what's that dude name? The bald head dude, RuPaul. He was watching RuPaul ass, and I can say ass, right?
Yeah.
He was watching RuPaul's ass, so now you gonna use that? Yeah. That's our substitute.
Come on, friend.
But he was watching RuPaul's ass, and the little dude wanted to be like him, so his idol was one of the white cats on there. So his mom dressed him up, put him on social media. So everybody can see. This dude had like over 1 million something hits. You know what I'm saying? And everybody was commenting, saying this, saying that. But the problem is, the boy was 8 years old. Now you done confused the little man.
Quit.
So now, because he's on Facebook, he's going to be targeted. Because people going to bully him. You know what I'm saying? You like to wear a dress. He's too young for that shit. Let that boy make his own mind up. You know what I'm saying? And do it. Oh, I said S-H-I-T.
Sugar honey iced tea. Sugar
You know
honey
what?
iced
It's
tea.
hard.
Look, bro, I got
Oh, milk and cookies, milk and cookies,
I got to be
That's why I
like a
leave.
woman.
That's why I leave the clean stuff up to Audrey.
I try.
Good Audrey, the truth.
You clean?
But yeah, the Kevin Hart thing, man. Yeah, that's kind of crazy because Kevin, some more people. He brought up some more people. One white lady that's a comedian that Monique was fussing about.
Nick Cannon.
No, Amy Schumer.
It was Nick. Yeah, you're right. It was Nick. Yeah, Nick did do that. Yeah, Schumer. Yeah, she said something about homosexuals, and somebody else said something about homosexuals. The dude is a comedian. They're all comedians. So y'all say stuff like that, and you know what I'm saying. It's not an issue when they're on the stage saying it.
Right.
But now that because Kevin Hart is going to this award thing, and it's a big thing,
Right.
and he's getting big, and
Right.
you know, some of them gonna shut that ass down and say, hey,
Yeah.
just because you black, you can't say what you say. And like you said, who runs Hollywood?
Right.
The homosexual, the gay community.
Yeah.
So they run Hollywood. So if somebody got a problem with that, oh yeah, they gonna cut that ass down. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, they got long. So it is what it is, man. But yeah.
And long stroke.
I'll be short to the point. Most of y'all have touched all the bases. I think he has the right to say what he wants, you know, for his child, what he wants his child to be. I have children. I would hope they grow up to be heterosexual. Well, I know I got a couple grown already. They are heterosexual, to my understanding. But if not, I ain't never been in the bedroom with them, you know what I'm saying? I got a daughter that just graduated college. She got a boyfriend, so I'm assuming. Yeah, I'm assuming that's what she do, you know. But at the same time, like my man just said, if one of my children, you know, were to say they were gay or something, I would still love them the same. I'm not gonna love them any less. You know, I just try, like a good parent, I try to prepare them for the world. And even though the world is kind of leaning towards that, you know, accept us as we are type stuff, I will let them know that it's going to be, not only are you black, so you're going to have that obstacle to overcome, but now you got to overcome, you know, homosexuality from not only your peers and your ethnic group, but, you know, just from people in general. But I don't think they should have bashed Kevin Hart for doing that. And one more thing before we get out. As a comedian, you should have a license to pretty much say whatever you want to say, especially if you paid money to come see him. You know what I'm saying? If you pay money to see me, then you got to accept what comes out of my mouth. You know what I'm saying? And if you leave, that's cool too, because you've already paid your money to see me. You know what I mean? That's just the bottom line. I mean, as long as you're kind of making stuff funny, you know what I mean? For the most part, that's really what it's all about. You can pretty much find humor in anything. You know what I'm saying? But I don't believe in bashing anybody, because I make fun of everybody equally. You know what I'm saying? I think we all done did some gay jokes and stuff like that.
A lot of
And vice versa.
Give us a gay joke right now.
Yeah, gay joke right
Hey, you remember
Volunteer.
when we was watching the fight and CBS cut our phone off when I was recording the fight? They gonna cut this ad, they gonna cut the show off.
do it.
Be like, is we live?
Do it.
No.
Are we scared of the
I'm not.
LGBT?
Nah.
I just want to.
I know
The thing is, they said he was homophobic.
No, he's not.
Now, somebody define homophobic. but-
Homophobic is a person that just freaks out when they see him.
Yeah.
You know, you just
Scared of them.
You scared of them. You'll go across the street. You think they gonna do something, touch you? You know what I mean? You're gonna catch something just by being close to them.
Right.
That's homophobic. You know what I mean?
Right.
Nah, ain't nobody scared of them. You know what I mean? But they known to cut you now.
But you still got to remember, like I told one of my partners. Oh, I said you still got to remember.
Yeah.
They mean.
They still men. There's one on
Like you
Mon
gonna
Creek.
beat one of them.
It's one on Mon Creek. I seen him walking down Golf Ave. He had a Superman shirt on. He was cocky as hell. Can I say hell?
Yeah.
Yeah, hell good.
He was cocky. You know what I mean? Man, he was walking down the street. He had somebody wig on. He had some, because it was old. The wig was old. He had it was just stuck. You know how when it was blowing in the wind? But it was just stuck right there like it was blowing in the wind. And nobody would say nothing to this dude because he was cocky. Like, the t-shirt was had Superman on it, and he actually had muscles. And he had cut off Daisy Dukes. And his legs was like, you see the muscles in him. You know you done seen him.
I saw the Daisy Duke.
Bro,
I seen that
he
before,
walked
dude.
up
I
and
seen
down
that.
Golf Ave in broad daylight. Even the thugs won't holler at him. They won't say nothing to him. The dude be walking and he got some old Timberlands.
Yeah, you at a disadvantage when you fight a gay dude anyway. As a man, you at a disadvantage. Because if you win, they gonna be like, oh, you beating up on this gay dude.
Right.
And if you get beat down,
Then you
they got beat up by a gay dude.
He's still a man.
Right. They forget he a man. You know what I'm saying? He got testosterone.
You got to tell your kid. Let me hold that mic. You got to tell your kid. If you get beat up by one in front of your kid, now you can't tell your kid to go to bed. He gonna tell you. He ain't tell that punk to go to bed. You know,
You
he
gotta be
told.
politically correct, man. You can't use that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
saying?
Man, I'm so sorry.
Hey, y'all forgive him,
Now,
but he know
I
not
apologize for that.
In the book of Sam,
Yeah, you got to get the mic off.
but we had this dude, he went to high school with my mama. But anybody in Hannibal, Mississippi looking at that thing, they know who he is, named Boot
That's all
Nanny.
it's about.
Boot Nanny, bro. Boot Nanny was 6'4".
Hey, he killed 2 cities of them. He said punk.
6'4". Boot Nanny was a drum major at Jackson State. You know what I'm saying? He my mama made. He in his 60s. But he used to be in the parade every year, the Christmas parade. Boot Nanny used to come out that thing with one of them tight with the lips being tight with the tail on him. And his little thing twisting that joke. But everybody respected Boot Nanny because everybody knew Boot Nanny. But you ain't gonna mess with Boot Nanny. Boot Nanny was 6'4". Boot Nanny would tear your ass up.
Dang.
And put you in the backseat of his car, carry you home to your mama and your daddy,
Literally.
and let him know that I whooped your child's ass because he was down there calling me this.
Literally
calling
tear
me
your
that.
ass up.
Now that's scary.
And you a grown ass.
And I'm a scroll go. Yeah, that's it.
Yeah, 'cause I'm a clown. Hey, and nowadays they got Facebook and Instagram. Hey, they record you, dog. They record you, dog. We gonna see your ass. They gonna be like, brother, is that
Tony D?
Is that Tony ass?
That's Tony D.
They gonna beat the shit out of his ass.
Oh my God. What's hard being clean? I'm trying to tell you, boy.
Oh, this is the thing and the what thing.
You should have seen me apologize to my mama like 4 or 5 times on stage. She was at one of my shows. I said, Mama, I apologize. But I'm about to say one more.
Listen, I hope y'all enjoying it so far. This is classic. I'm sitting here like, I'm over here looking at y'all, looking at them like, when you get the mic, you oh Lord. Mike get the mic, oh Lord.
Hey, you look, I ain't got no alcohol.
Boy,
I quit drinking again.
okay.
Oh, God.
It's the 5th time.
Keep going till you try, till you win, huh?
That's it.
Something gonna happen.
That was on the last field, huh?
Yeah. Nothing beat the babe but a trap. Alright, okay. So, alright, so let us move. Now we're gonna get a couple of different ones off of this one. But there's a show that's called The Side Chicks of Charlotte. Have y'all saw it?
Yep.
Maybe saw it?
Words I saw it, Charlotte.
It
I don't
is.
want to see it no more.
Now, I think they got 3 episodes going so far. Now the premise is they're either they say strippers or either into just getting money from guys.
Yeah, that's it.
So it's not really about they're messing with married men or anything. So it's kind of like just calling themselves side
Side
chicks.
chicks.
But basically they're kind of agreeing to let the guy quote unquote do what they can do.
Yeah, go there.
But they had this one particular line that I happen to like because it said, "Let the man cheat in peace."
Oh, damn. I mean,
So I'm gonna just put it to the ladies. I'm gonna put it to the ladies. All men.
Wait.
Let me wait. Wait a minute.
You're crazy.
Wait a minute.
That's why he
But hear me out. Now, hear me out.
all life.
So I shouldn't say I. I shouldn't say I.
Well, you do look
Never put
like
the I.
you do look like Candy Husband. Stand your
Okay, I might.
Yeah.
He look like me. I'm older than him.
Oh, okay.
I'm 40 damn.
He look just like Tom.
40 damn. Y'all forgot? 6. Thanks, girl. So he's about to be 30 something like that. All right. So
Yeah.
we ain't gotta talk about married people here. It's not a married situation. We talking about a kind of like situation or kind of sort of whatever
All
it
these
may be.
situationships, Ryan.
Should
Single.
the woman
Bragging in ministry.
You go find a job application, you gonna check out something.
let the man cheat in peace?
Nah.
Two of them.
No.
Wait a minute.
No. I'm saying no.
If you already know that you're not in a serious or committed relationship, hello. It's not about married and committed.
If it's not a committed
If it's not a
relationship.
But when you get jealous too though,
Right.
you can still be jealous though. You can still be jealous.
If you're not, there's no
We got a hand up right there.
The problem is that if you're not in a relationship, it's not cheating. But the problem is when it comes to men, they don't want to share.
I gotta say that on the
So they have issues when you want to go out there and do what you want to do. Then they want to put you on lockdown. Talking about what you doing out there, man?
female can come after the female.
All right, go
All
ahead,
right.
because I got
Hold
something.
on, hold on. Y'all the closest to the microphone, so y'all gonna drown us out, or if y'all talking over there. So just be one at a time. All right.
Go ahead.
As I was stating, men cannot deal when women are truthful to let them know they are not the only one.
Yeah.
Men get up, or boys, I would say. Because, let me finish. Because they get upset when you're telling them, oh, I'm on the dating ministry. I date. Okay, so trust me, this ain't no layaway plan over here. So they have an issue. They don't want to talk to you no more. So you cannot become jealous for something that is not yours if you're not in a committed relationship. That's the problem.
But you know, you don't have a right to.
Why you jealous, honey?
No, you can't. Like, no, seriously, you can. Honestly, you can. I've done it before. I'm pretty sure everybody done did it before. You done had somebody you felt like ain't nobody else touch. Everybody's been there before. Yes, they have. But you don't have a right to. You can be mad about it, but you really don't have the right to be upset or jealous. It happens, so.
But that comes with wisdom.
That does. You get that
First of
right
all,
about that.
If you're not married, you're single.
Exactly.
If you fill out a job application, you're gonna check on single.
Yeah.
That's the whole one.
Situationships. We talk about situationships. Go ahead.
Relationships.
I think to address what the sister said here, the reason there's a reason true I don't enjoy. Right.
Well, all right.
I said right. That's all I'm saying. I personally I don't like almond joy because they got coconut in it. And I don't like coconut, so you disqualified. So,
I ain't say you had to eat it and suck on it.
I haven't said anything, baby. I haven't said anything. A long time. Right. but to get back to you talk about men have a problem with women. You said dating. I'm gonna say smashing. Dating is one thing. Dating is going out eating dinner and all that. But when it comes to smashing and stuff, first of all, smashing, having sex. Okay. The reason, I mean, there's a lot of levels to why men have a problem with women having several sexual partners.
I want to hear this.
One issue is, first of all, life comes through you. Men can't give life. Y'all give life. Life comes through you. You know what I'm saying? Hold on. And this is just for the Christians. Everybody not Christian. Everybody not Christian. It's just for the Christians. God saw fit enough for his only begotten son to come through a woman.
All right.
You see what I'm saying? So that's how powerful y'all are. So that's one reason we have a problem with it, because we hold y'all at a higher level. We really truly do. Second, I'm just telling you, sweet. See, this is why we can't have conversations. This is why we can't have conversations, because you're listening to respond instead of just listening to hear. Listen to what I'm saying to you. Oh, so we supposed to have more. I ain't saying nothing about that. I'm saying how we hold you as a man.
But listen to what you just said. Listen to what you just said.
Can I finish my thought?
That's another woman problem right there.
Just let me finish my thought.
Since I'm not listening.
You're not letting me finish my thought.
This is why we have.
I literally just said you're on a pedestal. I literally just said.
So
we're saying that y'all hold us up here.
I literally just said y'all are on a pedestal. Y'all are on a pedestal. And you got a problem with me saying you're on a pedestal.
No, I'm
Hold on, let me finish. We're not attacking. I'm just saying. We hold you on a pedestal. Life comes through you. Life comes through you. Second of all, women are mothers. I don't know about any other man in here, but most men hold a woman in high esteem. That's the first woman you love. So when we see a woman, we don't look at her as a mother, but we realize that nurturing in her. So it's hard for us to just, oh, she can do whatever she want to do because she like it. Oh, no, we hold you differently because the first woman we ever loved is our mom. So we hold our mom in a certain respect. Third of all, men are givers, women receive. When we ejaculate inside of you. You carry us. You carry whatever we leave in you for days. When we're done, that's it. You see what I'm saying? So when you got soul ties and all that stuff, see, right. So if you're around sleeping with 2, 3, 4 men, you got all that different stuff going on inside of you, all them different spirits and stuff. So that's another reason why we have problems with it. That's all I'm saying. I ain't saying you can't do it. Do you? Like my man say, are you single or you married or you single? So do your thing, you know what I'm saying? And just don't expect me to be following up behind Tyrone and all of them. You know, that's all I'm saying.
You keep the mic, because go ahead.
That was beautiful.
Oh, give me the mic.
So, my first thing is that you said you hold us in a higher standard, right? So I'm gonna use Joy's words. Said you hold us as the better being.
Yeah.
So you holding us as the better being means that you guys are okay to do what you want to do, but we cannot because we are the better beings. Is that what you were saying?
There you go.
No, that's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying, what I am saying is, again, we'll go back to the Christian Bible. It said God said in the beginning, He made man, He made woman, He made she. How is it together? He made them together. Scientifically proven, every time an egg, as soon as an egg is fertilized, it's a woman in the beginning. Every human being, when it's first fertilized, it has a vagina. And the labia, the labia becomes the testicles, and the clitoris becomes the penis. Do your research, people. So everyone starts out everyone starts out as a woman. So just that alone tells me a woman is superior. Now, again, we talk about history and all that. We be saying Father God and all that. Ain't none of us in here ever died before. It might be Mother God that's running things. Because if he decided to make, have us all start out as a female, I mean, I don't know which man would do that. If a man,
so
you know what I mean?
So because we produce children, that makes us...
You're the giver of life.
So that means that we are supposed to not be able to enjoy our lives just as well as you.
I'm not saying you can't.
But that's what I heard.
What you're hearing is we do have double standards because we hold y'all to a higher because of that.
Right.
So to whom much is given, much is required.
Right. So that's where I'm at right now because I'm still trying to understand. And I agree with you.
I'm not condoning it. The question was, the thing was, what I was addressing was, she was saying, why do men trip when y'all do that? That's what I'm addressing. I'm just addressing why we trip. I'm not saying that we're any better or we right for doing what we do. You see what I'm saying?
But that still doesn't make sense.
Well, that's okay.
It's life.
It doesn't make sense.
You're right.
It doesn't make sense though. She said so. The question that he was the question that he was addressing was
He addressed her question.
He's posed why we won't allow men to just be at peace with cheating. I came back.
You in a situationship.
And I came back and said,
yes, I did.
Tell a man that you are dating.
They can't deal with it.
They can't deal with it because see. Just because I said I don't sleep with everybody I entertain, but some people do. But when you tell someone that you're dating, they get an attitude. They get an attitude, and I put out. I've been married for twice. Okay, so I can talk about dating and getting to the altar and things of that nature. But the problem is, it's epidemic because some men, not all, are on the lazy ministries. And they just want to Netflix and chill, roll over and jump in some good, nookie, or whatever you want to call it.
Wait.
Thank you. And then, it may not be good, but the point of the matter is that they, back in the day when a man had to work for it, they had to date a woman, court her, and then it led to something. Now, you get people, why don't you just come on and let me cook you some breakfast? You know, can I do? No, I'm gonna go to your house. I got my own.
So the answer that she gave is a logical for
I'm
most
saying
men.
back in the day, all that court, that's not necessarily true either.
Is that really how men think? Like all of y'all can all of y'all agree that that's how men think? That that's the
Listen, it's just an
reason why men are
opinion.
not okay
Because
with
a girl
men
got mad at me when I was dating. The girl got mad at me because I said I was bringing another girl around my mama to meet my mama. She got mad. I was single at the time. I'll bring every last one of y'all to meet mama. That don't mean you the special one. Mama's gonna be like, oh, that's
I'm gonna say she ain't right for you.
yeah, that's it.
I'm bringing
I'm bringing her around. You know,
Her spirit ain't right.
Yeah, see, that's what mama do. That's the reason why you bring them. You know, but a lot of females feel that if you bring them to meet mama, they're the one.
I want to talk about
That's not. No, I know. I'm just saying that. I just wanted to say when I was dating.
But okay, so the question was,
I got a question too. The question.
There you go, baby.
if we were cheating, okay, should we be? If it's a side piece, will we be mad if you said we'll be mad if the shoes was reversed?
So she kind of threw it back to what I was saying. My thing is, should the woman allow if you're in a situationship, she should allow the man to cheat in peace, right?
No.
So that's to say the truth. Then at the end of the day, if what she posed was, will you be okay if I cheat in peace?
Nah, that's shade.
Now,
That's not.
now to be honest, speaking as men.
I thought cheating was when you were. Yeah. Didn't we just discuss that that's married, right?
My question. I have a question.
So
It's not really
I have a question.
what people act like cheating.
When he stated it, he said not married, but dating.
Yeah.
Whether married or dating, I thought that when you date, it is to lead to marriage. So if you're cheating while we're dating, What you gonna do when we married?
Well, you're in a relationship. Yeah, right. If you're in a relationship, if you're in a relationship.
You date to marry. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you know, a lot of people say that they
My panel want to join in? My panel want to join in? Okay, hold on.
Just going out.
Hold on, panel, my guest, the audience. I'm gonna give y'all the microphone in a second, but y'all hold the caution down because y'all are closer to the microphone.
My mother told me not to date when I was young because she said it was serious and it was deeper than what I thought it was.
Right.
It wasn't just about, oh, this boy's cute, I want to call him mine, this, that, and the third, have everybody looking at you in high school, you the popular. No, it's deeper than that. It's spiritual. It all ties into something big. So when you date, it's not just for fun. It's not just for a quick No, you're seeking for a future. You're seeking the mother of your children, the father to your children. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Right.
That's
so,
how that's the
But
best agree on that.
both of y'all now when you say that,
You may be thinking like that.
No, I say that because hold on.
so when you say that, are y'all both on the same level? Because if you're speaking like that and he's speaking on another, because we run game all day.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So you got to know if this man is real about what he's saying when he come to you with that. Game recognize game. If you've been in the game long enough,
let
you
you
can
know
catch that song, bitch.
Women
No,
run
you
game.
not. Of course y'all
Women run
do.
game
Of course y'all
better
do.
than y'all. Let me say that one
Y'all
time.
do.
We run
Y'all
game
do.
better than y'all.
But you know what happens with y'all game? Y'all let y'all emotions F it up. I ain't gonna say the up. I'm gonna say the F it up.
Not the good one.
Y'all do.
No, when you really playing your game, your emotions is not tied to it.
Oh, you
You
just
know
speak
how
like
to
a
throw that honey, for one.
Well, y'all emotions are tied to this. It
depends. Because quite honestly, like I said, when you running that game, baby, ain't no emotions tied to nothing.
I see the beams coming out your eyes. Hey, she got the Superman beam, but she burnt a hole through my eye. You know what I'm saying? But hey, just to answer his question so I can hand somebody else the mic, let me just answer his question real quick. Just hand somebody else the mic. I'm going to be honest. We are some jealous ass dudes. We can hoot, holler all we want in front of y'all. We gonna play that role like we the hardest cats in the world. I don't like you out there doing your thing, I'm doing mine. You know what I'm saying? But it's a whole different. We don't want y'all to cheat. We don't want nobody else in our cookie.
We territorial.
We don't need no other hands in the cookie jar. Everything belongs to me. Even though we ain't committed or we ain't in a relationship, it belongs to me. I put the approval seal on that thing. That's mine. So if another man has sex with you and me and you having sex, like a lot of times when I come into a situationship with somebody and we both on the same level, and we know what we want. We don't want a relationship, but we want to have fun and enjoy each other. What we say is, I tell her, if I wanted to see somebody else or get ready to put this in another woman, I would let you know. Same with you. If you feel like you want to go and get some more thing and this thing ain't doing what it's supposed to be doing, baby girl, let me know. Because I ain't finna be screwing after no other dude. And come around and something crawling on my leg or something fall off or some shit like stuff like that. You feel me? So it's just a communication that if we got an understanding of what we want, then we good.
I can understand that. My main question was to you though, why change it from like you said, not to married folks, but to people dating? Why does it matter the difference? It's like I gotta get the mic.
I don't want to put anybody. That's why I said so.
I think what he
That's
means
not
too
fair, though.
by dating, I think what he's saying too though, by dating, he's saying you're actually dating to find someone that you can get serious with. Now, I just met you. If I say, hey, let's go out this weekend, that don't mean I can't go out with her.
That's right. That's the meaning.
Next weekend, because I just met you. I don't know you well enough yet to say, oh, I want her to be my wife in the future. That's what dating is about. That's why he said dating. So technically, if you are just dating, you're not cheating.
So dating or courting, which one?
Huh?
They're not the same.
Courting, that's what I'm saying. Once you go to court, once y'all agree that, hey, you're not going to see anybody else, and I'm not going to see anybody else, then you're in a relationship.
All right.
Then you're in a relationship. But until y'all get to that point where you say, hey, I'm not going to see anybody, you're not going to see anybody, then you're just dating.
That's it.
You know what I'm saying? And that's all it is. And if y'all just happen to smash on Netflix and chill. Oh, you can be an almond drug, but I can't say smash.
Can I put you on the spot? Hey, look, I got to now.
That's my nephew right there. I gotta put him on the spot right quick.
Okay.
So me and my nephew had this conversation the other day. And he called me, he said, Uncle Mike, he said, can I do it? You don't mind? Okay, I don't want to fuss him. I don't want to embarrass him, but you know, his love, one of his loves that he was in love with, you know, she had sex with another guy. And nephew say, I say, what nephew? Ain't you having sex with another girl? Oh man, I'm a nigga. I said, oh, okay. He said it's different because he a man.
You say
You pull the hell down.
say Negro.
I said the N-I-W-A. That means never ignorant didn't go to college. That don't mean what you if I used the ER, it would have been different.
Yeah, he was just as
That's
wrong.
never ignorant getting goals accomplished. That was that
He was
mean.
just as wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was just as
Look,
wrong.
y'all gonna have that.
That view you was wrong. You was wrong. You know what I mean? But that's the thing. Like, when I tell people is this, when you're in a relationship, it's like this. Before you get ready to do something, you gotta put yourself in the woman's shoes.
Oh, he
Same
in a
thing.
relationship though.
Oh, you wasn't in a relationship?
Nah,
Oh,
It just hurt because it was too tall.
This is my fiance, you feel me?
Oh, damn.
And we was finna get married.
Put the mic up.
Finna get married. And so,
She did you a favor.
yeah, you feel me?
Get to the
Like,
mic.
I feel like she
Get
had.
to the mic.
Tell the truth.
I feel like she was like more like, she was better than me, even though I was doing it. You feel me? She shouldn't have did what I did, because now we equal. You feel me?
Did you tell her you did it?
Yeah, she know what she.
So you did it and then she did it? Is that kind of
Did
thing?
she find out or you came home and told her?
Was
It's a difference. It's a difference.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, it is.
No, they're not together.
No, but the cheating when we find out about it is after the fact.
Yeah, that was
after one.
Oh, I'm saying, but when y'all did together.
Oh, they don't matter. That ain't cheating.
Right, but I
Well,
thought
then
y'all
y'all
said y'all was engaged.
Yeah, I was like, you said you was engaged.
We were
No, what we're saying was he's engaged. What it is he was engaged to her. But even though they're not together, you know what I'm saying? When she messed with another guy, like we were saying.
Oh, after the fact.
Yeah, after the fact. When she messed with another guy, you know what I'm saying?
That don't
Then
count, right?
it counts. It counts. It's gonna bother.
Yeah.
They break up because he cheated.
Nah.
Oh.
Why
We
did y'all
don't raise our
But
children.
why did y'all break up? That's the.
We don't raise our children.
Don't worry about that. What I'm saying, there had to be a reason why they broke up. If they was engaged, maybe they decided they weren't gonna work out. Bro, they young, man. Listen, man, I was young, got married young. Look, at the same time, I got married at the age of 21. That was my first wife. But, you know, I had to learn.
So you weren't ready either?
No, but no. Listen, I was ready because I'm gonna tell you why I was ready. I stayed with her 14 years. I was ready. She wasn't ready. The reason why, when you trying to grow and you ain't got that person to grow with you, then you eventually you're gonna depart.
Yes.
That's just it. That's what the bottom line. If I'm working 2 jobs, okay, and I'm coming home and the house ain't where it's supposed to be, in order, then I have to feel like you're not for me.
If Dylan's still on paper plane.
I'm just being real now. I'm saying like, the thing is nothing wrong. No, I'm just saying I was doing more, not to put her out there like that. But my thing is the thing is though, the bottom line is, man, you can be ready, you know, but the other person might not be ready.
Exactly.
But
You
that's
know,
why
but I was ready.
Right, but that's why that's the whole point of the courting and the engagement. That's why you go through all of that to make sure that y'all are both.
You can be because you can be going through.
You decide to get
You can be.
That's no perfect way to do it.
No, but it's because I'm telling you, you can be dating. You got to be a friend first. Exactly, and it's still right.
I was engaged.
I was about to say that.
That's not perfect way. That's no perfect way.
I had known him since I was like young, from my teenage
That's true. That's what you
We got
are.
engaged when I was 17 years old. I got married when I was 18.
Yeah, well, that was too young.
I got married when I was 18. I had known him for so long, you know? But after marriage, after a couple years into marriage, he did change. But drugs and everything else got in the mix, you know? I'm working a bunch of jobs, make sure that he got my house all trash, you know? So like, I had reasons for my divorce. I divorced him like 3 years ago, but like we took the steps to get to know each other.
Right.
You know, the love and all that stuff. But into the marriage, like I said, we got married. We got engaged when I was 17. Got married right when I was 18.
But y'all was 18.
No,
Y'all
I was 18.
And he was 17.
No.
He was how old? So how old was he?
Don't tell the truth,
Oh,
Shane.
no.
That's what it's all about.
Oh, he was 21.
She tell the truth. I you know that hesitating there for a minute. Dude with 38.
But check it out. Y'all was young, and when you young at 18 and all that, that's puppy love. That ain't real love.
Sister, was it love? No, my sister.
Y'all don't know what love. Don't nobody really know what love is just yet until you really fit in love. You got to go through some.
You got to experience.
We did
You got to go
some
through some
things.
things.
No.
You was young, sweetheart. You was 18.
We go through
You
some
was
things.
18. I got you. But look at them things at the end. T-E-E-N. Y'all was teens. Y'all ain't even lived y'all life yet. So like, when you get older, you know what I'm saying, and you ain't experienced nothing yet, and you want to get out there and you want to see the world and race out there, you gonna want to try something different, or he's gonna want to try something different. My son got a baby. He got a baby at how old was he? 20. Same age I was. He got a child at 20. He ain't even lived his life yet.
I had 5.
He's stuck with it.
Out of an 8-year marriage, I have 5 kids from the age of 18 to boom, boom, boom now.
That's gangster.
No,
But I know, but we're gonna have this topic next year. Stay tuned. But what I'm saying is, you know what I'm saying, it's that school age love. You know what I'm saying? So it's when you get into your next relationship,
Maybe girls mature
you'll be Gucci.
faster than boys.
Y'all do mature, but you ain't seen life
puppy
yet.
love
You
for me.
ain't had no life yet.
It wasn't puppy
Girls
love
do
for me.
Have you lived your life
I was
now?
ready to put me.
All right. Okay.
We didn't go back on the rules around here.
Yeah, I got one thing to say about the love. I got one thing to say about the love thing, because you got people that's 42, 50, 60 years old still don't know what love is. So it don't matter about the age. That just don't mean nothing no more. The reason why I know that, I had a lot to learn when I went through class. I got my counseling license. So the thing that special, you know, I was in the special class too. But yeah, I counsel married cousins. You know, married cousins.
You got a car?
Girl, leave me alone.
Credentials right.
But what I'm saying
They
is,
didn't go to lunch when everybody else went to lunch. They went early.
only you know that, Audrey. But man, you know, the young thing don't really matter, man, because it's just about if you mature, you know what I'm saying, period. You know, but it's all about being mature, man, because at the end of the day, you can be, like I say, 40, 50, 60 years old and out here cheating. I know 50-year-old dope boys still on the corner. You 50 years old, you got 34 goals in your mouth. Still on the block, you know what I mean? So that don't mean anything. So the whole thing is, it's all about, that's it. But the whole thing is, man, it's about having respect and loving one another and taking it to the next level. Because I did something that I ain't never thought a black man could do, get married in 6 months.
What?
I'm just being real.
Well,
Well, you lost it because I was telling, I got married in 6 months.
I froze.
My new marriage, I got married in 6 months. The reason is because my mind was made up. I knew what I wanted.
As a man, thank you so much.
I knew what I wanted. And the thing is, she showed me something different than any other female. You know what I mean? And I'm going to say this one time.
I ain't smelt your doodle.
And this is real talk. This is real talk. I'm going to show you what she did that was different from a lot of women. A lot of women, when you meet a lot of women in Jacksonville, they expect for you to take care of them. Some of them. I'm just saying, some of y'all. They expect for a man to come to the table and already be equipped and this and that and that. But when I met my wife, I was struggling, I'm a struggling comedian, didn't have this and that and the third. My car broke down, you know what I mean, at my job. That's real. That's why we tell each other. That's real.
Car broke down
At the job. And
You can't even call out late because you at work.
You at work. You feel me? So my wife, she came to me, you know, I only been dating her for like a week. She came to my job, she asked me what I was doing. I said, we ain't going out this week because my car done broke down. It's gonna cost a certain amount of dollars to get fixed. We can't go out. So she said, well, what time you going on lunch break? I said, well, I'm gonna go about 7 o'clock. She said, okay, well, I'll be by there. My wife came to my job
brought me the money to get the car fixed and gave me her car to drive until I got it fixed.
Well.
That's a week.
Preach.
And you know, I ain't no handsome young man.
Amen. That's what she did.
And the moral of the story.
I would rather she came with some spark plugs and fixed my car for me. You know, than keeping money.
That's just being honest, man.
I'm joking. Next subject, Chris. Come on, bro.
That's all that's all.
What you got? I don't know how we started talking about wives and stuff.
Hey, Chris got so lost, he was just like,
Man, he got married in 6 months, dog.
but that was just love, though. That was just saying that.
6 months, she was still closing the door when she used the bathroom. Relationship ain't long enough yet. I need to be able to just, you know, where you leave the door open with them there. That's when we comfortable. That's when I know. Now when you still closing the door when you poop, that don't count. I need to smell you and stuff. Because some bad poop will break up a relationship. I'm telling you. Smell like you need to be alone.
And then they be trying to look for somebody to rub their hip.
There you go.
Rub their hip or rub your hip?
No, not mine, honey.
No, what I was saying, because, you know, we got off task, we got to do that a lot, okay? But oftentimes, older men choose not to settle down because they're trying to live their best life, especially if they're divorcees and they are paying alimony or they had to share a part of their retirement with the former wife, so they're bitter. And unfortunately, what I have learned, because I'm 42, and I'm asking, is this shade of truth? When a man is hurt by a woman, is it hard for him to love again?
Yeah, in first. Yeah, it's hard to love in the beginning because you're gonna think the next person will do the same. And the same thing for women. Women do the same thing. They pass. Well, that is a subject.
The man. I'm talking about the man.
But yeah, because we're afraid that if we put our all into the next person, you know, they're gonna do the same thing. So.
But isn't that a choice? Love is a choice.
Love is a choice. Once you get burned by the stove, it's hard to put your hand back on the stove. That's what anyone that's even saying, man or female. If you get hurt in love, you can still love, but you're not gonna try to jump right back in there. Especially if you sacrificed a lot for that person, and then come to find out they were just dating around because they wanted to live their best life. They wanted to spread the almond joy around to everybody that wanted something.
I can use as an example.
I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Now everybody got the diabetes because you round up.
Oh, Chris, another topic too, Chris, we need to touch on too is about standards, what you were saying earlier. Like, women always saying that they have standards. Well, men have standards too.
They should.
So what I'm saying, yeah, for real. So it's almost like this one girl, because I remember you saying on your live, you said something on your live that got me.
What did I say?
Well, you was talking about yeah, you do. You said when the man comes to you, they gotta have this something together.
They better have
this, that, and the third.
She's playing.
Right, that's how she said.
But I didn't say anything about money. I talked about
No, I know you ain't saying that. I didn't
and
say
their person.
I'm
No.
getting you the
I'm
money.
just letting you know now. If you're gonna tell a story, tell it right.
But I ain't saying about the money. All I'm saying is you saying they have to come correct this and that and the third. So, it's just, man. And they always say this term, a happy wife is a happy life. What's the term for a man?
A happy man don't have to use his hands.
So we need to be happy too, man.
I really do.
Chris, what you say about that, man? Happy wife is a happy life.
You gotta believe it. If you don't want to do it, hey, don't do it. Hey, but okay. So one thing we talked about with why guys don't allow this, that, and the third, or don't want to put up with it. You also got to worry about men against men are very vindictive and jealous, and men will take you out. You know what I mean? A man would be like, hey, you slept with my girl. I don't care if they're the second dude or the first dude. Guys, you want to kill each other about women.
Really?
Oh, come on now.
You know, this dirty dude.
You know how
Come on, that's a whole nother one. You also got to worry about.
You know how many men that
Getting killed behind the situation.
You know how many men that died behind? Oh, he ain't gonna do that.
Exactly.
He ain't gonna do that. That's my ex.
That's the ex.
I always say, do
Baby
we know
daddy.
your ex? That's
Baby
always
daddy.
what I say. Do you know y'all ex?
Good boyfriend.
You all right?
Yeah.
That's another thing. Use them on show.
About ladies,
All right.
y'all be safe. We ain't run y'all away, did we?
Bye.
We ain't run y'all. Okay.
No. It's not easy to run us away.
Okay. All right. That's another thing too. You said what did you say? What you just said?
You don't touch your homie's ex-girlfriend.
That's real. That's off limits.
No, sir.
That's when you go to war.
He talking about any ex.
That's
You know what I'm saying? Like y'all done broke up. We saying like
Ex.
the chick and the guy broke up.
Just
Then
somebody-
you dating this girl and the ex come back and
She
kill you.
was something to smash. She was just
That's what
somebody.
he's saying.
Well,
Guys are more.
Oh, if it was smash, we got to
You know
come.
what I'm saying?
What we're saying is guys are more that want to kill each other.
Right.
Oh yeah.
Whereas women, they'll get mad.
That's a serious reason for why guys don't want to.
Yeah.
Okay. Because if it ain't an ex, and it was somebody like, because he just smashed you like, oh.
Yeah, and a lot of times women don't tell that their relationship, their past relationship, dude was crazy, like he was a stalker and all that.
Right.
They don't tell you the information.
Right.
You come on over.
Right.
Cause you thinking he coming over tonight,
That's real talk.
and you gonna protect her. But I'm just gonna, hey, cuz, I'm just letting me on up out of here. I just met a couple days. I ain't trying to get involved in that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
They don't let you
If
know.
and what he said was, if the two dudes meet at the same place, and the one girl, somebody might die.
That's real.
Period. Point blank.
Yeah.
Somebody might die.
That's
do
real.
like this. Just do like this, okay?
But women don't tell you, man, that the relationship's still going on. That dude, you might have broke up with that dude, but that dude ain't break up with you.
Right.
Relationship's still hot. You know what I mean? Women don't be honest.
Especially with that little saying y'all got, the best way to get over a man is to get under a new one.
Oh, that's not
That
what
ain't-
saying.
That's terrible.
Yeah, probably right.
That's terrible. That's terrible info. That's terrible info.
You gonna get some reaction after that was on purpose, first of all.
Yeah.
So you can keep up now.
Right.
You can keep doing this on purpose.
You got to stay with me on that.
Yeah. She be like, "What you say?" No, you didn't.
Come on now.
All right.
You know what y'all do. Y'all just go on the girls trip to Miami and smash on random. That's what y'all do. Y'all ain't slick. We know what's going on.
Give those stats.
All right. So, all
Well,
right.
you're 42, so.
Now, for those who
None
did
of
not-
talk about younger.
those who did not watch.
30.
Excuse
Those who did not watch, hold on our last episode. Hold on, y'all, and all that, and all the audience members. Y'all still going? Y'all fighting? What y'all doing? They hear me talking.
That's why we should have kept the cussing.
Being disrespectful.
But last week was uncut.
Disloyal. All right, so what we have here is our Shade of Truth cards. I need a Vanna White. Anyway, so what we do is we have each member or each person that wants to actually do a card. You write on the back your shade or truth. And what we're going to ask our comedians, and Mike, he's a comedian too, he don't know it. And Truth, she's a comedian too. Bottom line is, we want rapid fire as we're writing. You want to do one? You want to do one? As we write, as some of us are writing our shade of truth, we want rapid fire shade of truth. So I'll give you one right quick. Sierra look like a young version of Whitney Houston, shade of truth.
We're supposed to be writing it down. What are we writing down?
No.
What am I writing?
Listen, as you are writing down your regular question shade of truth, we're gonna do rapid fire shade of truth.
She looks like a young Whitney?
Yes.
I disagree. Whitney was
You don't think Sarah looked like Whitney?
Whitney was extra skinny, dog. I ain't seen her.
Who looked better?
Sierra, yeah.
Sarah looked better than Whitney Houston?
Whitney was crackhead skinny.
Wait a minute.
Whitney was crackhead skinny.
Time out. We are not talking about crackhead.
I'm 46. I remember.
We are not talking about
crackhead.
Wait. We're talking about young Whitney Houston, man.
Young Whitney was crackhead skinny.
I'm
your baby tonight. That Whitney was poor.
She was older then.
Bro, her legs was this big. That was her whole life.
About her face.
You're looking at her face. I'm looking at the body.
What did I say? Look like. I didn't say shape like.
Man, Whitney ain't never weighed more than 115. She
So,
probably
okay.
going down the grade
You
and she
can't
get
play.
alive.
You can't play the same box.
Preacher's wife. She was
So everybody say shade. So give me one.
Tell the game, wait for the movie.
Shut your mouth.
I mean, Sierra, say, look,
No, where you going? Where you going?
Sierra looked good, but she was talented at all. She got by on the skin of her teeth.
No.
She cannot sing.
No, it's her confidence. That's what she got off
Yeah.
of.
It's the way she danced.
Yeah, she definitely had that. Because she ain't got it.
It's confidence.
Yeah, it's confidence.
You can ride on that
Yeah,
real far.
she rolled on it till she did Michael Jackson. That ended her career. That ended it. A live performance dedicated to Michael Jackson.
This is
I didn't
it.
watch.
You shouldn't.
I don't watch television.
You should. You smart then. If you don't watch TV,
I
you
know.
smart.
I don't watch television.
You read, right?
Yes.
You smart.
Yeah, that's the best thing to read. They gonna lie to you on the TV. They gonna play everything.
Yeah, I don't like Sierra. Sierra.
I just like when she danced.
Yeah, she
You
can dance.
remind
She
me of my
definitely
day when I
can
used
dance.
to dance.
Respect the mic.
All right. Yeah, I mean, does she look like Whitney?
No, you can give me another one.
Oh.
You already did that. Everybody said that was shade.
Oh, yeah, that was shade.
That was the shade.
Oh, so we still on Sierra though, right?
No, you put it on the card alone.
Are you still on Sierra or is somebody else?
You can make up one.
I got a shade of truth.
Okay, okay.
We need a
Rapid fire.
Okay, shade of truth. The rap game is so fake now. Shade of truth.
Say it one more time.
The rap game now is fake.
True.
Yeah.
True.
That's true.
Listen.
You got Lil Pump, them colors, and
How
all
you get
that.
from? How you go from long? Yup, in my white tee. Yup, in my long tee to tight jeans.
To
That says,
Come on,
it's
look,
shade.
Come on, look at me.
I don't like the new music, but I said shade. I just think
Look at me though.
it's evolving.
Y'all just want to say that.
It's evolving.
Nah,
It's
that's
evolving.
It's not evolving.
Oh, it ain't evolving.
Okay, but clearly the younger generation like mumble rap.
That's not evolving.
No, I'm just saying it's that season for that.
Why
You
are people
can't.
my side wearing tight shirts?
You can't say what the younger people that are growing up like is messed up because we sound like our parents when we were listening to what we were listening. When Tupac was doing what he was doing, and NWA was doing what he was doing. My mom and daddy weren't trying to hear that.
But he telling you life story.
They were talking about real
I
life.
agree. I hear what you're saying. I agree with what you're saying. I don't necessarily like the new music, but it's their truth. It's what they like. It's their truth.
I'm 30 years old. Listen, 99.5.
Microphone. Go, we try to keep it. We try to keep it.
2030. In 2030, are you gonna still be listening to that mumble rap?
Hell no, I help.
We still listen to stuff they let you back in the day. And my mom
You know what we on? Breaking Beverly Mays.
Tina Turner, kill everybody burner, kill everybody walking, the beach, and watch.
That music is one.
Wait.
If you are a black man and you are married or have kids with a white woman, are you a sellout?
Sell out. Say the truth.
Or you're a sellout to your race, shade or truth?
That's shade.
The question was, hold on. The question was if you married to a white woman
Married or have kids?
or have kids with a white woman too.
Yeah.
Could have asked them, did that?
That's shade. That's not true because
Anyway,
shade. That's shade because if
sell out to your race. He throw that in there now.
No, you're not. No,
He did. He threw it in
I
there.
know, but it's not a sellout because some of these white girls is finer than the black girls.
Wait. We going.
But does that have anything to do with shady? I mean, sell
I'm
out.
just saying, I'm being real.
Abort mission. Abort mission.
I'm saying some.
Yeah. We going by look.
That's what a lot of you better.
Baby, cook.
Cooking don't mean nothing.
Do she season her food?
Okay. So what I'm hearing around the room from the ladies is, y'all gotta get in my light now.
But that's the truth.
Hey, what I'm hearing from my ladies are, men should not be choosing women because of their looks. Shade the truth.
But half of the men
So-
probably looking at you because of what you got on, and you might look fine to them.
Okay.
So my point is, you ain't gonna know what a man want
when he come up to you, you don't know what attracted him to you.
I know what attracts
So that's what I'm
to
saying.
me. You can't say that
So,
to me.
it's not personal.
Because if
I know already.
but I'm just saying, but a lot of,
I already know.
but I'm just saying though, I always tell women all the time, if you know what I'm saying, hide, if you hide your shape and different things like that, that's how you know. You gotta hide it sometimes. Sometimes women want to really respect.
Y'all got a card over there?
Know you right.
Y'all want a card?
I mean, that's just like when we were doing spring break.
Who got the pen?
You know, spring break.
Hey, dog.
They told
Oh,
me.
Mike got the pen. Mike got the pen.
Don't put me in.
That's sad though. If it
It's
is,
not.
if
It's
it's
the
shallow though, if it's shallow, that's sad because in the end, you're not going to be happy with this woman. After a while, you're going to get tired of eating.
You need a pen.
That's not, but I'm just being
Hold
honest.
on, hold on.
I'm trying to tell you.
No, I said he need a
I'm
pen.
trying to tell you.
Wait.
Men,
You need a pen?
No, I want to hear the question again.
Okay.
I don't know if the answers reflect the question.
Yeah, it is.
Okay.
What is the question again?
The question is, if a black man, I just say marry, I ain't gonna say have kids, I'm saying have children with or marry. Marry a white woman, is he a sellout to his race?
Oh, where did attractiveness come from?
Because
Tony D said,
He said
But
some
he's-
white women look better than black women.
but that's just on the, he just talked about on the surface. We talking about being married. I think if we went past them hips, we have to have a conversation. So is that shade of truth that you play? Shade of truth, a black man is a sellout to his race. If he marries a white woman.
Oh, we could though. Who want one over
It's
there?
not a sellout. You're not.
Anybody?
Because love is a choice.
Okay, come on back this way. Somebody.
Everybody talking, but ain't nobody answering.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
All right.
I'll be like, girl, you beautiful. But
Well,
I be talking about your booty.
I think that's shade.
It's not your booty.
I think it's shade. I don't think, and here's the thing, is because it's a double standard. It's because I don't like when black women are like, oh, he's dating all the white women, but ain't nobody said nothing to Serena Williams, ain't nobody said nothing to Maya Angelou, ain't nobody said nothing
Michelle from
to
Destiny's Child.
Like this.
Destiny's Child. But she got a
I
fat.
bet. Oh, she would have.
She got a fat.
Ain't
white
nobody
dude.
said nothing to Eve,
Fat body.
Tina Turner.
Tina Turner. So
Because
we,
a lot of
we big up.
but a lot of the
They
women
get big
that
up.
you're naming, the fallback on that always is, oh, but they got money.
That's it.
That's what I'm saying.
It's
They
cool
get
for a
big
sister
up.
to get with a white dude if you got money.
And that's the black man.
You know, you got her
Same thing as the
business.
black men. Black men with the money.
Diana Ross man, her business.
But it
Oh,
should.
no, we got plenty trailer park white girls around here with black babies.
It should not.
That ain't even the case.
It should not matter. Preference is preference. Choice is choice.
We need the mic.
So
Hold
the
on.
same way if somebody said I
Need
don't
like
date
4 or 5 different
anyone.
mics.
If somebody said I don't date anyone that's less than 6 feet tall, then oh well, you don't get dated because you're less than 6 feet tall. It's choice. It's preference, regardless of color, height, size, whatever.
Women.
It is choices.
Women didn't
And
date.
Microphone.
I am
Okay.
not a fan when anyone, man or woman, says that somebody is a sellout because you decided to go outside of the race. I didn't know we was like we had the meeting to say, hey, we only date black people.
Exactly. It's like a maid
quick
set
follow-up
up
question
box
to that?
for you.
Quick follow-up. So, do you
Okay,
feel
so
a certain
let
type
him
of way
reply.
if it's a successful black man or whatever with a white woman? Does it bother you at all, or it don't even
No,
matter?
it doesn't.
It can just be.
Ain't none of business.
That doesn't stop you having
None of that business.
yeah.
All right, so you should have, those who had cards, we're going to go with our card people right quick. Who's the first person?
We had a question
We're
before.
going with our card people. Nobody should be talking.
Am I reading you?
Go ahead. We're doing the card.
And by the way, man, my son.
You want a card?
White girl.
No, you didn't see my church picture.
She had a,
No, I didn't see your church picture. No, I didn't see your church picture. Don't do that.
she would like to answer the question.
Already. So I'm reading. Here's the mine.
Hold on.
She wants to answer the question first.
Anonymous.
Anonymous. Gotcha.
Okay, so I don't have an issue with that, whether it be man or woman, black going to the other side, except for when they hate on where they came from. That's the only time I have an issue with it.
Thank you.
You came from me, but you hate me, but I gave you life.
But
Yes.
But did he tell you?
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
No, some of them are getting real bold and brave and they say that. And then they have the audacity to say that. And when I had a white boo, it was an issue. Feel me?
Coming from a personal place.
It can't be both
She did that
ways.
wink, but
She did this.
It can't be both ways. And I had the white boo, but I love my black king. He know my struggle. He know where I come from, and there is none other that smell any better than a brother. You hear me? But because, like you say, it's the whole dating and it's the. You know what Butter Pecan be doing? Don't play with me. But I already know what it be like.
now some brothers, man, they can mercy. Got some pockets that got some damn
You like
mercy.
what you like, but don't talk about he better than something.
It's always like a double standard. So I would never say some other is better. You know, and that's what I'm saying. It's okay to date outside the race, but I would never say that something else is better than where I came from. Better than something that gave me life. I would never hate on that part of me. And I feel like people who do that, they have self issues, and that's a personal problem amongst themselves. So I'm not, if I see you with your vanilla or whatever, I'm not gonna hate on you. She got something that you want. But if you be like, oh, I don't want what Almond Joy's feeling, and I don't need her to drive on my street and I can't stand her, then you have an issue.
Great
Other
topic
than
for
that,
another
then
day.
that's
That's
that.
awesome. 'Cause
My mama, she can't use the comb. Okay, Mike,
So I'm gonna read this one from Anonymous. This is from an anonymous writer. So the anonymous writer says, does Oric Cooley,
Osric.
The thing is scratched out. So it looks like Oric.
Rick.
So Osric Cooley,
Rick. You gotta put the into the word.
look and act like Mouse from the Jamie Foxx show. Say the truth.
First of all, Mouse is this big, bro. I'm 220 pounds.
Hey, look, you the first person to get their own say the truth. Congratulations.
That was anonymous.
Yeah, that was good.
Somebody in this room.
Hey, Tony, Shade. Shade.
That's it. That's my dog. That's it.
That's it. I hit a hate too.
Yeah. Anytime you come in with a nice shirt on and you mid-40s, just go hit on you, because they saw how to look. When I walked in, he saw how the women like. That's my hate comes from.
Hey, that wasn't mine.
Hey, women do the same thing. A nice looking woman walk in, every woman that'll be like. You know what I'm saying? It's all good. Now Mouse 85 pounds.
I mean, I don't remember. We need to Google Mouse right quick.
He was a little
Nah, I
skinny
know
dude
Mouse.
like the fat girl. It was the one with the big ears. It was a little skinny. It was small.
Here the game matters.
So who do you think was the anonymous person?
One of the cats over there. One of the cats over there. Old fake music soul child. Crazy part, man.
Shade. I'm telling you,
This is the part of the show where the comedians battle.
we happen to have several comedians in the house. About to have a Shade of Truth session in a minute.
It's so hard.
Shade.
It's so hard to go against the comedian.
Listen.
They got Joe for days.
Come on. What's next one you got?
This is mine right here. And you know I always say,
Okay, go ahead.
you know I always say some crazy stuff.
All right, go ahead.
So y'all pay attention.
Okay, go ahead.
The reason why women bleed once a month is because they can't handle the rib that God gave them that was made.
Lord, Shade.
Shade. Everybody. 1, 2, 3. Shade. Hey, look. Hey, that's a shade one right there.
You be on that real.
That's a good shade one right there. Okay.
That real too big, man. Y'all can't handle that being real.
Okay. You get like that? You ain't ready? Okay. Keep on thinking. We got one over there? All right, so this one here says, are you considered crazy when you choose not to be, I think it's submissive, in a relationship, no marriage?
Oh yeah.
Are you considered crazy when you choose not to be submissive?
No marriage. If you're trying to have sex, know what you're saying?
Not to be submissive.
No. Say you're in a relationship,
Right.
y'all not married,
Yeah.
and he wants you to be submissive. So when you're not, you're
What do you mean
considered
submissive?
crazy. You're
Oh, you being called crazy for not being submissive?
Yeah.
Oh.
So submissive, like. Yeah, I need to break
As
that
if your wife, cook, clean, iron your clothes.
You ain't got to do that with me and my
We in a
wife.
relationship. No,
Right.
unless
He
you.
wants you to be submissive without the ring, without the commitment.
Okay, she didn't say it and say the true question. But if he says you crazy but not being submissive, then we'll say that's shady right there. We agree?
That's shade.
Everybody agree that's
Shade
shady?
if you say you're crazy, but if you're dating and you're seriously dating, it's like a trial run for marriage. So
That's what she said. She said that earlier.
Right. So if it's a trial run for marriage and you're not doing that, and that's something he requires, then y'all need
But
to
that's
go
if
on
they.
something.
But that's if they agreed to. That's what they doing now. Audrey. Now you got to get that.
No, if they're
So he
dating,
gotta do his part too, or
that wasn't the question. The question was. Right. The question was if you should be submissive and y'all are not married. And I said that's a practice run for marriage. If you're not doing it while we're dating, I don't expect you to do it when we're married. And that's going to be a problem while you're dating, then it's going to be a problem in the marriage. So you need to go ahead and, find somebody else you can walk all over and not clean the house. Leave your nasty drawers on the floor.
And to caveat something you just said, if we're in a committed relationship and you said the cooking, the cleaning, and all that stuff, we expect that. If we're in a committed relationship, that should be done automatically, male and female. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we as men, if something wrong with your woman's car, and that man don't look at that car and figure out what's wrong with it before you take it to the shop to get it all,
You ain't got yourself nothing.
then you ain't got a good man.
You ain't got yourself.
If that man don't reach around and open that door up for you when you get in it, then you ain't got yourself a good man.
And if you catching the bus,
walking in something, and that dude ain't opening the door for you,
catching the bus and you driving to work,
you feel
got
me?
yourself nothing.
Pull out the tail, you can't push it back east.
What you say?
If you catching the bus and he's driving to work, that ain't the man for you.
Listen. So listen to these old school cats. We'll change your
I
game.
hate that term, good man.
We'll make your life right, baby.
I hate that term, good man.
You feel me?
Because what's a good man for some may not be a good man to others.
Did I touch him?
That good man that's opening the door for you and sliding your chair out and all that could be cheating on you, he could be beating you, he could be doing all of that. So that don't make a good man. I just hate that term, especially on Facebook. Real man, a real man, all that, and that good man.
Okay.
I hate those terms.
All right. Check it. That was all the cards. Check it. Y'all have a sidebar conversation over there by the microphone for 1,000 times. Hello, I'm talking. Listen.
So what's the real guy?
I'm gonna have to get on somebody by the microphone. All right. So, chivalry is dead. Say the truth. Some people say it's not dead. Let me just ask ladies a question right quick. I'm share the truth situation here. If the guy opens your door, do I hear talking?
Yes.
Why? If the guy opens the door before you get something, before you have sex, but after you
The words. Come on now.
hey, y'all listen to me. I know I'm trying to be nice. I'll be trying to be nice. Sorry. Okay. So somebody should give me some. You don't know what you're talking about, huh? So, as I was saying, if a guy is opening the door and all that kind of stuff before you have sex, then you give him sex, and he no longer opens the door, your sex game was no good. Shade the truth.
Wait a minute, I got you trash. Is her cookie trash?
Y'all want me to say it one more time?
That's the answer.
That's the answer.
He got it.
I'm going to say.
Y'all heard me?
That's Mike.
I'm sorry. I got to
Oh, yes.
I know you want to. I'm just thinking this.
Shade the truth. Go ahead.
I'm gonna say this to Shay, but
Oh,
I
wait a
just
minute.
have a question to ask of you. No, I had the mic. And I've already apologized to her, so she will speak. But I have to ask you this: why is it every time that you get the mic on this Q&A moment with the Shade of Truth, you always want to talk about having a bad experience with a woman that her JJ wasn't good? Is it that your stroke came in?
Wait a minute, I got you on that. Wait a minute. That was my question. So that was, hold on. Wait a minute.
But see, I didn't understand what the problem is. I didn't understand. What is your Shade of Truth? What is your sex game on point?
So my question, okay, hold up. Shade.
What other question I said? First of all, you gonna come true now. What other question I said?
Stop changing the subject.
No other question.
And no, keep it.
It was not about me, first of all.
But first off,
I asked the mediator and the moderator.
The answer is Shade. However,
okay,
if she cooked you dinner and after y'all have sex, she ain't cooking you dinner no more.
Because he might have said something.
Is you trash?
Hey, the real thing.
She can't cook.
Oh, nah. You was eating food beforehand.
Yes.
You got you some. Now you thinking like, I'm definitely about to get some food now because I put it down. Nah. Because you trying Shade or Truth.
I always keep seasoning.
I got a mic.
No milk, but you want to talk about what we're not doing. On the lazy roll over minute. Trying to slip his
Hey, God. Hey, God damn it. This is the Shade or Truth show. God damn it. Listen to me. Listen. Hold on. I'm the mediator and the moderator. It is not about me, damn it. I was not doing my Shade of Truth. I was just putting it out there. I said, damn it.
Hey, she ringing.
It's all right, man.
She said with a regular sauce.
Ooh, I know you talking about my socks. I ain't talking about my socks. What's wrong with my socks? First of all, do I give you the rules again? We can go down Rule Road now. We can talk Rule Ministry. We can talk Rule Ministry around here. And she want to stand up and all that kind of stuff. Oh, I'm about to clap back.
I know how to clap back.
God damn it. Don't think you want to mess around. All right. Hello. Oh, Shade of Truth. Listen, I want to thank everyone for coming out. We're going to turn the loud off and get to it. See, you don't do everything on the line. You should have been here to see the next part of the show. So it's about to go down. Come alive, bro. Come alive. Yeah.